Note to self, don't record when it's dinner time, because everyone is walking up and down the hallway. Oh, I'm speaking so quietly because I don't know, like, if people can hear me. Because I can hear them outside the hallway. And if they're in the hallway, I think they can hear me. But I can't hear people, like, beside me in rooms. So, maybe I'm safe. Maybe it's a one-way. Maybe the hallways echo, so it, like, makes it louder. Here's open. I'd like to welcome you to my dorm, or corner of it at least. I'm not actually too sure where I'm gonna be filming. And this is the first time I like actually set up the tripod so that I'd be filming. So this is my one little area. It's really cute. I have a couch. It's actually quite a big room, and aside from like the hallway sounds, it's generally pretty quiet, especially for Toronto. The windows are like soundproof. I don't know, but I don't hear shit. Anyway, I'm also filming with my new camera, and I love it. I look so good. I can't wink for shit. But I'm like actually talking to the camera now because I can like, you naturally want to talk to yourself, watch yourself. Is there any difference? Anyway, so I just wanted to do a short video on what I use to get my skin to not be so acne filled, because testosterone does that to ya. I did film this actually a while back, but I was looking back at the footage and I kind of A, hated how I looked, and B, hated how I was sounded, and anyway, I just didn't really like it, and someone's talking. My skin isn't looking all that beautiful, but it's a lot better than it was, and it really only acts up if I'm dumb and eat gross food constantly. So this is my little thing on how to get your skin to not do the thing. Hopefully. It worked for me, but I will go into this saying that I've never had exceptionally bad skin. The worst it got was when I was on testosterone. Oh, when I was on, oh my god. When I was like going through the big testosterone changes. So it kind of just started evening out as I was like actually taking my doses when and how I was supposed to. So, okay, yeah, it's technically on me, but I'm hoping that this helps someone because I wish I knew it. Going in, I didn't have like particularly bad skin starting out. My skin is also, I would say it's sensitive, so, or at least I never tried it otherwise. I always work as if it's sensitive. And my mom is really, really big on no makeup, all natural, that. So like any makeup that I did get growing up was like a natural brand from like one of her friends, and it was high class, but it was like, it was no Kat Von D. It was no like actually like hide your face stuff. That said, she also didn't like makeup remover, heavy stuff, or like, she didn't even want me buying moisturizer. I'm like, she's like, oh, I have this all natural moisturizer for you, and I'm like, bitch, that sucks. It made me so oily, like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Going into this, with all that in mind, these are the things that I still use to this day. I have tried a few other things, but it is all Lush products because I love them and I didn't have a Lush near me, and now I do, but I didn't have one for a while. So as soon as I had access to one, basically like as soon as I started actually going up to Toronto, this kind of came into my repertoire or whatever it's called, and so that's what I've been working with for like the past year or so. And I'll go from like the most important, like if you're gonna buy something, buy this, to like I could do without, but it's still nice to have. So the big thing, and I left it in the shower because I use it in the shower, which is what I found works the best. The thing that I use all the time is their charcoal block, charcoal face block. It's just like this black brick block. I've gone through 2 of them. I actually started out using something similar from a different company, and Lush was actually cheaper than that, and it works about the same. But because Lush is easier to get, that's what I've been using. Because it's kind of sticky, I don't really want to like grab it and like show you, but it's just like the black charcoal block. I know it has a certain name and I just don't remember what it is, but I use it because it like it makes your skin feel so squeaky clean, and it basically just pulls all the oil out because it's charcoal. And gives you like, I like to think of it as like a fresh slate. Using it in the shower, I just kind of like, I swipe it on all over, and then with the like residue that's on my fingers, I like go in and I go like this, and I like move it around. And because I have really pretty bad like acne here and way bad on my back, I will like use it to go down into that area as well. Not all the time, but like if I'm feeling it, like if I'm not in a rush, then I will. I'll leave it on for about 30 seconds. The less you leave it on, the less oil it'll pick up. The more you leave it on, the more, although I'm kind of like I'm not too finicky about it. I just kind of leave it on until I feel like it's good. That is like my big thing that I don't think I could live without anymore. Going after that, because that takes all the oil out of your skin, I also, like right after the shower, I have to immediately moisturize, because then like I get like crocodile, alligator, I don't know, scaly skin, like reptile skin. If I don't, it's nasty, I don't like it. I used to use Celestial. Beauty blog this. I switched to Vanishing Cream, and just in the past week or so I switched back to Celestial. They're really nice, and I don't use a lot. I'll like dip my finger just like slightly in, and I'll go like this, and then I'll like rub it in, and then I'll dip again and I'll swipe my forehead. But yeah, you really don't need a lot. The Vanishing Cream is like a lot lighter, and I was using that because for cosplay, if I used the Celestial right before, I would have a really, really greasy face going in, or like, I mean, a moisturized, oily face going in, and my makeup would rub off. So I use the Vanishing Cream when I'm doing cosplay right before, but the Celestial I use on a daily basis just because my skin is kind of drying out, just because with the atmosphere. I don't know, dorms tend to be a little bit dry, or I think somebody was in here testing my fire thing. Fire tube, what are they called? Fire extinguisher. I got an email and then I was like, do I have a fire extinguisher in my room? And then I was like, yeah. I'm like just sat here and I noticed, I'm like, yeah, so somebody was in my room. That's kind of awkward. I don't know. Okay, these are all kind of like different purposes. Like these are really different purposes. So it depends what you do. Like if you wear a lot of makeup or cosplay, I find I use the Ultra Blend to remove my makeup. If you don't want to do this. Anyway. I use the Ultra Blend to remove my makeup because it works like a fucking charm, and literally anything else I would be breaking out the next day. There are people knocking. Yeah, so this I use to remove any and all makeup, generally cosplay. Like it literally takes like everything off. It's magical. It's magical. It's expensive, but it's magical. Like it's worth it. But if you have really, really sensitive skin and you find that you're breaking out more after using makeup remover, like even like nice brand Sephora, or like, cause I used to use Rimmel, and then I use Sephora, and then even if I use like a friend's makeup remover, I'll be breaking out the next day. It's not fun. So that I found is tried and true. Another thing is Dark Angels. Now, I kind of use it as a face mask-ish thing. I don't leave it on for nearly as long as you would for that. For a face mask, that is, from Lush. But it's a mix between like a face mask and the charcoal brick I was talking about earlier. If you have the charcoal brick, you don't really need that. I have it because every once in a while I'll do like a deeper clean than what's really needed, and that's what I use. Because you just like mix it in with a little bit and then you like spread it on and then you leave it for however long. And I generally will use that like here and on my back and like here at like shoulders and whatever, just to like really draw out the oil. It's basic, it does the same thing, it's just like a more intense version. For face masks, I use the Mask of Oh, it's minty, so they put minty. Oh my god, I had these for like a year. I haven't had these ones, but I've been using it for like a year and I just got the joke. Magna minty, haha. Okay, anyway. I was using, okay, I started off with the original, switched to the self-preserving because I couldn't go to Lush often, went back to the original because I loved it. I love it so much more. It's so worth it. If you're looking for a mask, I use that one. Again, masks are kind of like pick and choose however you want. I tried the fresh face masks. I didn't like them as much. The one I like about this is that it's a little more gritty, so it feels more clean, and it has like that minty, like fresh, like kind of zingy feel, which just makes it feel a little more clean, I guess. Yeah. My god. It was so quiet. Why? It's Monday. It's a Monday. Why are people partying? I mean, let's be real. I wish I could be there. I wish I could party, but I don't really party. But I wish I could. Fresh face masks, if you can't get to a Lush often enough, like they're expensive, they only last really 2 weeks and you have to keep them in the fridge. This lasts for a good while. I like the feel of it. I think it's kind of clean. It's also minty, so it doesn't smell like flowery. A lot of these kind of smell like very neutral, like mint, so it's like, it's not like very girly scents, because everyone knows, God forbid, the trans use girly things, even though I'm literally filming something about face care. But yeah, like I started washing my sheets more, pillowcases, cut out junk food, and then on top of that, I use the face whatever. I got into like a legit routine, and like, I mean, my face eventually cleared up. It made it less worse than it like could be. Like sometimes it got really, really bad and I'm like, okay, I gotta like get back on that. Get like the face cleaning going. And then I reached a point where it just kind of balanced out again, but I do still use these generally to clean my face just because I like them now, and you don't get all that frilly packaging, I guess I could say. Like Lush, technically, like you could say, oh, it's such a girly store, but it really isn't, like, especially compared to some things, and it's not like overly manly either. It's just kind of Lush, it's just there. Like, I mean, I don't know, I like it. I like their branding. I wasn't sponsored, obviously, but like, I just like it. As soon as I'm like living on my own dollar though, we'll see how much I like it. Let's be real. I filmed my own testosterone shots. I filmed one of them on how I do it, but I don't know where the footage went, so I might have to refilm that, which I don't really mind. The first one I kind of like messed up anyways. But if I can't find that, I will refilm it. I have an essay due, so I don't know if I will tomorrow. What do I have tomorrow? Tomorrow is history. I have my group meeting tomorrow. And I'm gonna go see Kingsman. Other than that, I have my 1.5 year update that I have to film. Not much has happened. It's not a big update, but I think it would be worthwhile to film and post because there are a few things that are fun. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video.